Ahoy, me hearties. It is I, Jiggy Seth, and today we are going to use the Blackheart skin once again. This time, we're going to use the white version, which comes with a cool white coat and a white beard, suggesting that this is an older version of Blackheart. Well-weathered and experienced. And there's Chaos. Chaos is upset because he's no longer the boss. Jules the engineer is the boss this season. For an older dude, he's sure got the moves. And I could still do backflips. Look at that. Boy, this battle bus just leaves us hanging here. Let's mark up the AstroTurf with my good buddy the parrot. Let's name the parrot. Throw that in the comments section. What do you think would be a good name for his parrot? We are going to go once again to Steamy Stacks because on this account we have not done the challenge. And as I had mentioned last game, if you eliminate a marauder in a specified location, it does count towards the challenge. So keep that in mind. Alright, we're going to descend upon this rooftop. Usually there are a couple weapons up here. I don't see any today. It's highly unusual. Well, I know where all the chests are by now, so let's go get those. I see they're promoting Shadow faction here. All the posters about. Boy, this place is a mess. Someone needs to come in and clean it up. The shelving all got knocked over. Yeah, I did a quick challenge there. Oh, and leveled up. 32. Gained 100 V-Bucks. I'm gonna go directly to the item shop after this match. Nah, I'm kidding. I like to save up my V-Bucks and get something really nice. You know, I want to put this out there. As far as saving V-Bucks is concerned, I have a feeling that because Aquaman is featured in Season 3, there might be some other DC characters showing up in the item shop later in the season. So save your V-Bucks in case that actually happens. Now, I don't know for sure. I'm only speculating, so please don't hold me to it. Oh, look at that painting. There's some really cool paintings all over the map. One of my favorites is Thomas Kincaid, the Painter of Light. He has a gallery up in Solvang. He, of course, has passed on. Rest in peace. What's this? A new weapon? A flare gun. Now, I heard that when you shoot that, you could set fires. So we're going to check that out a little bit later. Of course, there's not a lot of wooden stuff here in Steamy Stacks. It's all metal and brick. But once we get near some wood structures, I could burn this boat up, but I want to save it for something more grand. Could use the shield potion later, so I'm going to grab it now. It'd be really nice to run into another opponent here. How many times have you people seen me go to Steamy Stacks and run into no one? It's not a popular spot this season, even though the first week's challenge makes you come here. I think everyone whipped that challenge off on the first day. Of course, I could try Team Rumble until it centers the storm circle on Steamy Stacks. I might do that as a last-ditch effort. It's still early here in the morning. Just drinking coffee. Oh, here's someone. Alright. I got my first elimination in Steamy Stacks on this account. That was a nice surprise. She looked like a deer in headlights there. That reminds me of a story from when I was younger. I was about 23, living in Connecticut, driving at 2 in the morning in my 78 Chevy Camaro down a back road. The speed limit was 50, so I was going pretty fast for a road. And out of nowhere, bam! A deer hits the side of my car. That was the craziest thing ever. I looked in the rear view, and I see a deer scurrying off into the woods. I hope the deer was alright. But back to Steamy Stacks here. Getting some ammo, some chests. I don't think I'm going to run into anyone else here. So I'm just going to loot up and then get on out of here. For some reason in my mind, I thought OK Computer just then when I looked at the computer. That's a Radiohead album. Who remembers the band Radiohead? Boy, what a great band. Just gonna grab this chest here, and then I'm gonna continue on my journey. Speaking of journey, one of my favorite bands of all time, Steve Perry, such an amazing singer. I used to practice singing along to Journey all the time. That's how I kind of trained myself to sing in an upper register. The other singers were great too, the newer guys. It's pretty rough following in Steve Perry's footsteps there. But Arnel Pineda, boy, that guy's got a fantastic voice. He's got a different style, and you know what? The band is a little heavier now too, so they sound like a different band. But their last two albums, fantastic. That song Resonate, that is a great song. Neil Sean, he could make the guitar sing. You guys remember the song Who's Crying Now? That solo sounds like singing, but it's guitar. That is a testament to his amazing guitar ability. What are the chances of getting Steve Perry and Neil Sean in the same band? Like one of the greatest guitarists, one of the greatest singers. That band's had a lot of different incarnations, actually. Neil Sean is an original member. He used to be in Santana's band. And then him and a bunch of studio cats got together and just put a band together in the 70s. And then a few albums deep, they added Steve Perry, which was the greatest move ever. Remember a lot of high school functions and parties and whatnot. You couldn't go to one of those things without hearing a Journey song. In the 80s, of course. Alright, so we're just about done with Steamy Stacks. I would have loved to get this challenge behind me. I might just try doing a team rumble and see if the Storm Eye ends up in Steamy Stacks. Nobody wants to go here anymore. And I've already spent half the match here. Yo-ho, a pirate's life for me. Shiver me timbers. I can't get up here sometimes. There we go. I caught the wave, and now I've set sail for new adventure. Had a couple matches where I shot up the windpipe there, missed the edge, and then fell off and was eliminated. So be careful when you're shooting up that wind tunnel. If you happen to land by accident and then fall, it could happen. I'm still itching to use my flare gun here. 25 players remain. Alright, let's go see if we could jump into the action. We're still on the outskirts of the map here. We're going to go up to FN Station. See if the chopper got left behind. I could really use the chopper right about now. Look at that radio tower. They're really broadcasting everywhere. I wonder what station FN radio is. FN, of course, Fortnite radio. Great call letters. I guest DJ'd a couple times on some college radio stations. That's a lot of fun, I gotta tell ya. There is nothing like being able to spin whatever you want on the air. Unfortunately, it looks like FN station here, or FN radio, is in a sad state of affairs. You guys remember it was a shadow safe house last season. And there is a new thing going on here. When you walk into a door, it's automatically opening now. That might work against you if you're trying to hide in a house and you happen to go next to a door and the door just automatically opens on you. It'll give up your location. That actually happens to me later in this match, which you'll see. I get too close to the door and it automatically opens. So I don't know what happened here. The helicopter helipad is missing. Is that a new addition to the map? It might be, because I know there was a big update this morning, which is actually yesterday morning, because I played this match yesterday. Yeah, they might have removed the chopper from this location. That's interesting. Because parts of that metal, I believe you cannot break. So a player could not have harvested the helipad. There's some toilets if anyone wants a toilet. Alright, this is what's left of craggy cliffs. Used to be a location, now it's a landmark. There's a song title for you. I'm gonna see if I can't use the flare gun here. There's a lot of wood structures. I want to hit that house in the distance on the hill. I'm gonna watch it burn. Reminds me of that Tom Waits song, Frank's Wild Ears. Who remembers that song? What a beaut that song was. Yeah, look at that thing go up. Wish I had some marshmallows right about now. I'd toast them on up. Make some s'mores. Alright, let's get a closer look at my handiwork here. It's beautiful. All chimney orange and fire engine red. That's a lyric from the Tom Waits song. Look at that thing. It's just set ablaze. You know what is going to happen next in this game? And I'm always throwing ideas out. How about a Fortnite fire department? They could come out and put out the blaze. You know who would be a funny fire department? What if it was the Coral Buddies? What if those guys were the fire department? Just those little gloob guys just walking around. Who remembers the cartoon from the 80s, Shmoo? They look like a bunch of schmoos. A regular schmooze fest. But what if those little gloober, glubber, flubber guys, what if they were the fire department? They're all tiny, and they got tiny fire trucks. They got their little tiny fire extinguishers, and they try and put the blaze out. They'd be so small they probably couldn't do it. Alright, so there's definitely some action in the distance there. Wow, there's 3 people watching me. I didn't realize this match was so interesting. Well, I guess once I put it on YouTube, there'll be more than 3 people watching. And I tend to think out loud a lot, so please don't mind me. You might get some interesting stuff out of my head. You might get some complete gibberish. Works both ways there. Let's see if we can't light up a tree. Looks like it hit and smoldered for about a second. Oh, that was interesting, wasn't it? And maybe in another match when I got more time. and more flares. I only have 3 left. I want to kind of use them for an integral moment in the match. I would like to take a moment here to petition on behalf of the pirates in Fortnite. Epic Games, if you're listening, please bring them back. The pirates want to make a return. Krusty Cruiser. What a cool landmark. A food truck on a raft. My wife went out to a food truck the other day. It was a Japanese fast food truck. Or Japanese fast food truck. I probably didn't need to say the word food twice there. Really awesome. I had teriyaki chicken and beef. It was out of this world. My expectations were very low. I still haven't come around to the whole food truck thing like the rest of the populace. I understand it is a thing, especially in Los Angeles. Alright, looks like someone's flying overhead there in the chopper. These structures in the water make for great cover. Like this telephone pole, the light post, this sign. This is the telephone pole. I said it first. Oh, looks like Pleasant Park is where the game is going to end. It's going to be pleasant for one player and unpleasant for the rest. Since I've already played this game, I can tell you that it's going to be pleasant for me. So says I, Jicky Seth, a.k.a. Blackheart, sporting the white pirate coat. You're wondering, does Burlington Coat Factory carry this style jacket? The answer is no, they do not. But they do have other fantastic jackets. I actually got my very first trench coat ever from Burlington Coat Factory when I was 19 years old in Connecticut. I was in a heavy metal band called Avant-Garde, and we had this crazy, wacky, off-the-wall avant-garde idea to all dress in trench coats. So we all went out, got our trench coats, and made it happen. I'll tell you, in the middle of the winter, that trench coat really came in handy. Alright, we're swimming towards the end of the match here. Anything could happen at Pleasant Park. There's bounce pads, aka crash pads. Oh, looks like someone's in there, so I'm gonna try and burn up this house and see if I can't smoke them out. Nothing like smoked player on a cool, crisp morning. Ooh, someone dropped some good stuff. I think I'm going to take that. Oh, here comes someone. I think not. Oh, look at that. He brought me Jules' drum gun. Looks like the fire did smoke them out of the house. So there's one great use for the flare gun, my friends. Charged shotgun, I will pass that one up. I still haven't got the feel of the charged shotguns yet. Maybe later in the season. I gotta do a few team rumbles, only using the charged shotguns, and then I will get the feel. I will get the feeling for the flavor of the Pringles. I'm sorry, that's something else completely. Look at how this building is charred up. Looks like the metal did not burn, but it did get charred. Alright, let's get back to 100 health and 100 shield. Eh, we could stop at 90. What's 10 shield between friends? Alright, we're gonna build a little fort. The game is called Fortnite, correct? So why not build a fort? This metal structure looks like a great place to hide out and see if I can't take out the last 2 remaining players. Oh, looks like someone found me. Looks like I found you. Looks like I'm a hoarder. No, I'm definitely not a hoarder. Every time I move, I throw out a whole bunch of stuff. So, definitely could not be a hoarder. I did know a hoarder in real life, though. Very bizarre situation. I actually had to clean out their office when they left the company. Don't want to ever do that again. Okay, my friends, back to the match. There's only 2 of us left. There's me, Blackheart, sporting the white jacket and the old man's beard. I am 100% battle ready. Got the Jules drum gun and then a gold assault rifle. I think I'm good to go here. What do you guys think? You think I could take home another victory royale for the Pirates? I'm sure as sugar going to. Avast ye. Which means I'm calling attention to. That's pirate jargon right there. I gotta brush up on my pirate jargon since I'm using the pirates so much. Alright, so they are up in the sky, in the chopper. I'm gonna fortify, and then I'm actually gonna venture out and see where they are. Exactly. They're not in my eye line quite yet. I'm being very cautious here. Fortifying my fort. That's interesting. Fort is the root word of the word fortify. Huh. Never thought of that. I do have the intestinal fortitude to take this one home for the Pirates. I'll stop right there with the puns. I could go on all day. And that would be to your good fortune that I stopped telling puns. Oh, I just told another one. So sorry. Alright, let's look up to the sky and see if we can locate the chopper. There it is. Let's take this chopper down. Getting a couple good hits in there. Let's switch. Nope, I'm shooting a little bit right and left of it. Doing a great job there avoiding my attack. Unfortunately for you, you're going down. Kaboom! Alright, they very strategically landed in the water, so they're still in the game. Let's see where they are. There you are. Let's do this. Bam! Victory Royale for the Pirates. Let's get back on the land here so we can do a little celebratory dance. Victory Royale for the Pirates. So I guess next time out I should use the red color variation for Blackheart. Well, hope you guys enjoyed that match. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to my channel and have a great Fortnite.